to throw. Cousins. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Good route here.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and short, here's Purdy. Forced out to his right. Making the call himself. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
In motion, a receiver left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running it after the penalty. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here.
The tackle by Jalen Walker. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first. Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
Get set. Watch out. Box.
From the gun is Purdy. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
26-yard line. 21. Yellow. Yellow.
Running back sent in motion. To the air again. Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Purdy to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Purdy now on fourth down. Throw is caught by the back. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Cousins on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line.
And the Falcons, first down.
Good route here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First. Wait, son. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Wait, son.
First down throw for Cousins. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Zebra. Hard. Wait, hey, no, easy. Wait, hot. Wait, hot.
Cousins. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Black.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
10 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
1st and 10, Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Cousins. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Complete to number 8, Kyle Pitts. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
throwing here just before halftime. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get their first points of this game just before halftime. Raheem Morris keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot before the half. Caught at the 2! But he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break.
49ers nothing. Zane Gonzalez.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He cuts it right. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Do not. Yellow.
Now it's Purdy. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that makes it 3rd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's trying to go deep again. This is brought in at the 15. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get into the end zone there. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. He just made him pay.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
To the air, Cousins. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Jahan! What do I need? Black. Yellow. Jahan! What's that?
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. That one complete to Pitts. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Jahan! Where's Jahan?
On the play fake, it's Cousins. He's got London left side. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
On the give, here's Robinson. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped that time by someone who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season, Fred Warner. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Jahan! What I need? Hey, can't! What's that? Jahan!
Looking to throw, Cousins. Still has some space inside the 35. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Jahan! Where's Jahan?
Trying to pick it up with Algier. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jahan!
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
The toss snap to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Yellow, yellow, to hot. What's that?
Here's Cousins. Short pass brought in. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Now, just before the 2-minute warning can hit, Brock, whistles and a timeout taken by this defense.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Robinson. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal.
382, less 50. To hot. What's that?
Here's another for him. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Rose, to hot.
Running with Robinson. Maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now third and goal, can't find the end zone either.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Zane Gonzalez. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Oh, I think one of them jumped, and this would be enough for a first down. Last thing they wanted to do was make this field goal try easier, but they were jumpy, and they did just that. Now the field goal unit runs on for its second try tonight. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. That one is good! Grab the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. It's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Setting up to pass. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And a 49er first down.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Here he is to throw. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Looking to throw it. Completes it downfield to Pearson. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers jump in front now by 5. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Back to throw. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Cousins is going to throw again. Second and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
To throw. And downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. It's Cousins once more. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Cousins to throw once again. It's into the hands of Mooney. And this is down all the way to the 3. Well, they waited right until the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Cousins again. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Now Cousins leading his Falcons to the line. They're going for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.